Here now is Matt Austin and Ginger Gadsden with Florida's Fourth Estate. Sponsored by Light Orlando, delivering hope together.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to another fantastic edition of Florida's Fourth Estate. We have had a lot of crazy headlines, as we normally do, because Florida. I'm Ginger Gadsden.
Because of where we choose to live. And we love this place. I'm Matt Austin. Hey, just want to say real quick, we've been doing this podcast for about 5 years now or more, Ginger. We've always looked for like the best possible sort of partner to join with us. And we have Light Orlando, who is a title sponsor of Florida's Fourth Estate, which is an amazing place that does so much good in Central Florida. So we are honored to have their name attached to ours. If you ever have a chance to look them up, Light Orlando, fantastic organization. But we need to dive in to some headlines. And wow, do we have some crazy
Talk about diving in.
This one I was talking about on the news, and I'm like, this can't all be possibly true, right? So there's this guy who carjacks a car, steals a car. He's accused of it anyway. That's what the police say, not me. Allegedly. And then the guy allegedly ditches the car near this woman's house and starts beating on this woman's door. And what is he saying the whole time? Mama! Mama! He's like yelling, beating on the door. And so the woman cracks open the door. He pushes his way in. And I'm going to let this sweet woman tell you what happened from there.
When he came in, he had his hands up, hollering, "Mama, mama, help me." I'm like, "I ain't none of your mama. What? And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know you. Get them, girls."
Okay, get them, girls. And if you look carefully, those are the girls. This is her door right here that he pushed in. She has 2 pit bulls. Mama has 2 pit bulls.
Don't forget that little sweet dog that's in the corner there.
Here's the guy, Anthony Galloway. Yeah, little sweet. This is not a house you want to break into, it turns out. So the story gets even crazier. You see that window there? So once the pit bulls start attacking him, he jumps out that window, out of her apartment, down. And when he is running away, he loses a gun. Yeah. Later on, a 7-year-old finds this gun, picks it up, and accidentally fires it. This is like one of the craziest.
Into an empty apartment, thank goodness, so no one was hurt.
No one was hurt. The child was okay, but the kid finds this random gun, shoots it, and then this starts a whole other thing. So, okay, good luck beating that, Ginger.
Can we just talk about this guy a little bit?
No.
Because there was a lot going on, man. I'm sorry, I can't let it go. He had like 67 felonies.
What are these guys doing still out? How do you have 67 felonies and you're breathing normal air?
But honestly, that guy should not have been out on the streets. He was dangerous. And thank goodness the kid who found the gun and shot it didn't hit another kid who he may have been playing with. So
absolutely. And can we talk about the dogs for a second? Because you never know how a dog's going to respond. She said she hadn't trained them to do this. They just kind of knew something's wrong. And when she said, "Get them, girls," they got him.
Those dogs knew, and this is why I love dogs, because they were protecting her. And people give pit bulls, which those dogs are, such a bad rap, but they did their jobs when it came to protecting their mama. That was their mama. She was not the mama of that guy at the door.
Yeah.
She was not any kind of mama for that guy. So moving on to a story I absolutely love. Can you imagine? This one starts with a carjacking as well, Matt, believe it or not. This is what they have in common. This happened in South Florida, though. Some guy carjacks a person, drives away with that person's car, realizes, "Oh, baby, how did you get here?" There's a baby in the car. So this person thought it'd be a good idea to take said baby and just put it out on the sidewalk, as you see there. And in Florida, as you know, it's 1,000 degrees. So they just put this child out on the sidewalk, and thank goodness someone came along, and not just anyone. It's a 16 or 17-year-old kid who instantly knew something was up. So listen to what he had to say.
I just walked out the house, and then I saw a baby in the road.
There's a baby in the road by itself.
In the road. I know I said sidewalk, but look at it. I mean, sweet, cute little baby, and look at the blistering sun. And I love that this kid, even the soundbite we don't have is that they noticed he had a wet diaper. They changed his diaper. He went and got his mom, changed his diaper and everything. And so this kid gives a lot of credit to a powerful source.
Absolutely.
If it wasn't for God, I've never been here. God was to make me want to come outside. God did.
And save the baby's life, probably.
Yeah. was gone.
For sure, a car could have come
I
along
love
and hit
this
that little
so
baby.
much. So many things could have happened. A stray animal could have come along. Another person who had ill intentions could have come along. Anything. So the fact that this kid walked out of his house at that particular time, saw the baby who may not have been there that long because it could have been a devastating story had that child been left out on a hot sidewalk or road in South Florida. So thank goodness and congratulations to that teen for recognizing this child
Yeah.
needed help. He did the right thing, went and got his mama, and they all, I think they posted something on Facebook. The actual mom saw it. It's like, that's my baby. Crazy story, but with a happy ending.
That
With
is
happy
what a low point. You have to feel like you're at a low point in life if you've just stolen a car. You realize there's a baby in the back, and then you take the baby in the back and you leave it out in the road on a hot summer day. Like,
I just
what
don't even know what to say about.
And by the way,
people like that.
who gets these calm babies? And none of my babies were always like, if they weren't being held, they were screaming. This baby's like out in 100-degree heat, was just involved in a carjacking, is left in a road, and there's video of that baby like,
First of all,
hey, what's up, guys?
Your children are artists, and I know them. They would have been doing a sketch of the driver.
I'll tell you what they would have been doing. They'd have been screaming their faces off, and this baby's just like chilling there. Could have had a cigarette. Like, yeah, I'm good, you know?
No, well, thank goodness the baby was calm because, you get a crying baby and that might force the person to act a different kind of way. So with the baby being calm, it's like, okay, I'm just going to place it right here on this street or this sidewalk and go on about my business. But thank goodness, a happy ending to that story. Another story we had a happy ending to. This one happened in Volusia County. You know how hot it's been here in Florida. So people are out on a boat and this happened over the weekend. So you start out in one boat, Matt, and maybe that boat wasn't too seaworthy. And now you got two boats. Although that looks like, the boat just broke in half.
200 yards from shore. Broke.
So lifeguards came out on their little water rescue. People were on paddle boards coming to rescue. And all about 11 people were rescued from this one, now two boats. No one was hurt, thank goodness, and they were not that far from shore. But anything, again, it could have been one of the stories that had a terrible ending because sometimes people on boats, not all of them know how to swim. We don't know the situation there, but they all made it to shore safely. Everything was fine. I just thought it was interesting. It's like, I'm in a boat.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm in two boats.
Now I'm in a bunch of boats. This feels like if I ever tried to build a boat, this is what would happen. Like they get 200 yards from shore, the thing just cracks in half. Thank God they weren't like 3 miles from shore where nobody could just see them. Like there's a paddleboarder out there like, oh, look at this. Boat just cracked.
And they assisted in the rescue. So good on those lifeguards and everyone who came to help those guys get to shore because they all made it back safely.
That they did. And we all know we're lucky to live in the state of Florida, but didn't know we were this lucky. So, there was that $1.5 billion jackpot that was won at a Publix in the neighborhood of Jacksonville. I think it was Neptune Beach. This one not as big, but $36 million now goes, and guess who gets it? A Publix just outside of Jacksonville. They win $36 million. They win $1.5 billion. Apparently, the next time I go buy a lottery ticket, it needs to be
driving to Jacksonville.
Outside of Jacksonville. Or have they used up all of their luck?
No. I feel like they're on a hot streak. They're on a hot streak right now. But that's really, it's something we all, aspire to have happen to us. You win the lottery. Dare I say some people would even dream about winning the lottery.
Yes.
You can dream. You can dream. Okay, speaking of dreams, coming up on the other side of the break, we're going to tell you what some of your dreams actually mean, not winning the lottery, but your real dreams. Like, have you ever been falling? Have you found yourself in public without pants? Like
yes, I have that one all the time, but it's in real life.
Okay, that's a crime. Stay with us. We'll be right back.